Hey, Rada. We want to talk about what we've learned the past few weeks in English about evil. And first, when we started this subject, the subject evil, we brainstormed about what evil is. We talked about that it was something about racism and segregation, and we talked about evil is murder.
Yeah, a lot of us agreed like it was something as murder and torture and abuse and rape,
and also terrorism, and evil could also be religious beliefs and choices,
manipulation,
and jealousy and all.
Yeah. Then we looked at the definitions of evil in the narrow and broad concept.
The broad concept, it picks out any bad state of affairs and wrongful action. For example, the suffering of flu is evil in the broad sense, because in the broad sense, the broad sense is divided in two categories: natural evil and moral evil. And natural evils are bad states of affairs that can't be avoided. Examples: sickness,
natural disasters,
injuries.
Then there's also moral evil in the broad concept, which is such things as lying or murdering, but it's different from the natural because it's something you can control and something you have something you intend to do.
So in the narrow concept, it's really bad and it's heinous actions where you do something bad with really bad intentions,
where you want to, for example, to gain satisfaction from something, or to torture.
When you murder something, like someone, when you enjoys it. We also learned about Michael Wilner, who is a psychiatrist, and he talked about what evil is and
evil in the everyday
life.
Everywhere in the everyday life.
Yeah, we read an article about evil in everyday life, and he says that, for instance, a boss who gains stature by humiliating his employees is evil in his mind, and he talks about that he thinks it's bad that there aren't any laws against these kinds of bad actions.
Then we also looked at an interview by ABC where Wilner talks about this woman called Andrea Yates who drowned her 5 children, and he says that a person who commits evil acts can be punished after how high or low the crime is on the depravity scale, which is used to help the jurors decide the punishment for the one who committed the act.
So the depravity scale is a list where all kinds of actions are but only the really bad ones. And according to Wilner, Andrea Yates' crime wasn't as bad as it could have been. Like, it was really bad, but he said that she didn't intend to terrorize the children, and she didn't target anyone, and she didn't feel satisfaction when she killed them. So it's not that high on the...
It was tragic, but it wasn't...
And then he talked about why the depravity scale is important, and he thinks that people, normal people, should have a voice in what evil is.
He also talked about Anders Breivik, he said Breivik wasn't insane. He was just smart in how he executed his mission to spread his ideology around the world.
So he said that it's not good that everyone calls these persons insane, because it's like it's bad to the people who are really insane.
It's like
and
an insult.
an insult to the people that and
he also talked about the media.
Yeah, that the media is like the media has a really big influence.
It's like they're promoting the one who
the one who
does the evil.
Yeah, do the crime. So we talked about school shootings, and they want attention, and the media gives them attention. So he says that it's bad that the media like keeps promoting them.
So at last we watched a movie called To Die For, which is about this young married woman who seeks attention through her acts and behavior.
No.
She just wants attention, and she doesn't really care how she gets it. She just want to get it.
For example, she killed her husband, or she didn't kill him, but she manipulated some kids to kill him.
She used their trust.
Yeah, true. Yeah, and this is one of the things that are on the depravity scale. The first one was carrying out a crime in spite of a close and trusting relationship to the victim. The victim was her husband, but the victim was also the boy she slept with, because she used his trust and also the trust from the other kids to manipulate them to kill her husband.
Because the boy also ended up getting hurt and he ended in jail.
And he really thought that she loved him, but she didn't. She just wanted something from him.
The second one is carrying out a crime in order to gain social acceptance and attention. Her plan from the start was to get rid of her husband and to be in the media, to have success, and she accomplished that mission by stepping on others.
And then there's influencing criminality in others to avoid prosecution or penalty. Yes, Mom, I'm doing English. Bye. And she okay, I will just read it again. Influencing criminality in others to avoid prosecution or penalty. And this fits her because she involved others to do her crime and just to avoid being punished. So this is what we learned in English.